Hello everyone, I am Suhana Pandey here as a cybersecurity consultant, and my job is to advise multinational company on how to deal with a serious data breach caused by its employee. I actually need to review the incident from both legal and ethical perspective and afterwards suggest a practical solution to balance cybersecurity requirements, employee rights, and the responsibility of the organization. Scenario overview. In this scenario, an employee leaks sensitive customer data to a third party. The employee claims they acted ethically to expose company malpractice, while the organization argues this was a breach of confidentiality agreement and data protection laws. This case highlights the tension between whistleblowing, cybersecurity ethics, and legal compliance. Why this matters? This situation is important because cybersecurity professionals are trusted with sensitive data. Mishandling that data can lead to legal penalties, reputational harm, and loss of customer trust. Moving on to legal analysis, UK and international cyber laws. UK GDPR and Data Protection Act 2018 explains about responsibility of an organization on collecting, using, and protecting personal data responsibly. EU GDPR applies to companies dealing with data from EU to protect personal data across borders. Computer Misuse Act 1990 states that making unauthorized access to computer system data or network is illegal. Contract and confidentiality law requires employees and organizations to keep sensitive information private and not share it without permission. From a legal perspective, several laws apply. The UK GDPR and Data Protection Act governs how personal data must be processed and protected. Since the company is multinational, EU GDPR also applies. Additionally, the Computer Misuse Act and contractual confidentiality agreement are relevant. GDPR and data protection violation, unlawful data disclosure. Personal information was shared with someone who did not have permission to receive it. Breach of data minimization. More data was shared than necessary for the task. Failure to protect personal data. The information was not kept secure, increasing the risk of misuse. Severe financial penalties. Breaking GDPR rule can lead to large fines for the company, as the employee of the company leaked the confidential data of the users, so it violates the data protection law. So now, is this a whistleblowing or a legal violation? UK Public Interest Disclosure Act (PIDA). This law protects workers who report serious wrongdoing in the public interest. Protected disclosures. The concerns must be genuine and something important, such as illegal activity or serious risk to be protected. Must use lawful channels. Whistleblowing should be done through the correct internal process. Data theft or whistleblowing. Taking or sharing personal data without permission is not protected and is still illegal. Whistleblowing is meant to protect people who report serious problems in the right way. If someone shares personal data illegally instead of following proper reporting channels, it is not closer as protected whistleblowing and can still lead to legal trouble. Ethical analysis, utilitarianism analysis. Focus on outcomes. Overall, utilitarianism looks at whether an action leads to good or bad results. Did the leak prevent great harm? The key question is, did the data sharing actually prevent a big issue? Harm to customers and trust. Customers were harmed because their private data was exposed, and trust in the company was damaged. In cybersecurity, utilitarianism supports actions that protect the majority even if they cause minor inconvenience to a few individuals. For example, monitoring network activity may limit some privacy, but it helps prevent cyber attack and protects many users. So in this scenario, when the employee leaked the data, did the data sharing actually prevent a big issue? Deontological ethics, duty based. Duty to protect data. Employees are responsible for the protection of personal and sensitive information. Respect for rules and laws. This approach focuses on following rules and laws, not just the outcome. Intention versus obligations. Breaking professional duties aren't excuse for good intentions. Deontological ethics is about doing what is right based on rules and responsibilities. In this case, the employee had a clear duty to protect confidentiality data. Even if they meant well, breaking data protection law and confidentiality rules is still considered ethically wrong under this approach. Professional and corporate ethics, codes of conduct. Many professional bodies set clear rules about behaving responsibly, especially when handling information. Ethical handling of data. Cybersecurity professionals are expected to keep data private, accurate, and secure at all times. Companies' ethical responsibility. Companies must protect customer data and give staff safe ways to raise concern. Professional and corporate ethics are essential for protecting sensitive data, respecting user privacy, and complying with laws and regulations. Ethical practices help build trust with clients, employees, and society. Overall, professional and corporate ethics support sustainable growth, legal compliance, and a positive organizational reputation. Recommendations. Ethical intent but flawed execution. The employee may have meant to do the right thing but went about it wrong way, legally unjustified. Their actions broke the law, especially around data protection and confidentiality. Shared responsibility. The organization may also be partly responsible if it did not handle internal issues properly. Preventing future incidents. What should be done? Strong whistleblowing policies, clear rules for reporting problems safely, regular cybersecurity training, teach staff how to handle data securely and recognize risks. Ethical leadership. Leaders should model and encourage responsible law abiding behavior. Data access control. Only allow employees to access the data they really need. Conclusion. Cybersecurity is not just about technology, it's about trust, responsibility, and doing the right thing. Employees and organizations need to follow the law and act ethically to protect personal people's data. When problems or risks are found, they should be reported in the proper way so that they can be fixed safely. This way, both individuals and the company maintain trust and handle issues responsibly. These are the differences.